Hi YouTube, it's ACDodd here and welcome to another episode of On The Road Tuning with me, ACDodd. And this time we're off up to Aylesbury. Right, so here we are down, or up in Aylesbury I should say, and we started looking at the cars. This one is a retro racer. So have a look at that. Fantastic. Basic looking interior, and it's a later model car that's been made to look older. And under the bonnet we've got a 1275 A+ engine, and you can hear that, you can tell we've got some problems. So let's have a dig in and see what we can find. Okay, so what we got so far. So right coil, right points gap, that's all fine. Plugs, as you can see, I'm just going through them because they're all gap too big. It's also running rich as well, but the main issue was ignition timing. This one set a new record for me. It was 70 degrees before TDC at idle. So that was the cause of the very poor runnings. So what we'll do is we'll get this set up, or we'll get the ignition set up, move on to the carburetor and see what we can find there. Idle settings, baselines, so the mixture's right and the timing's right. And she's now purring, so I've retarded the timing by 60 degrees, and as you can hear, that runs perfectly smooth now. So next job is to dial that carburetor in. Okay, so this one's running a BBW needle, and we're very lean from about 3000 RPM upwards. So I'm going to modify the needle now to correct the fueling, and then this one's ready for a test drive. Okay, so we got this one dialed in. BBW needle was very lean from about 2,500 all the way up to just over 5,000 RPM. So extensive modifications, and we've got this one running sweet. So send the owner in here, see what they think. Okay, so another car. And this one is another nice little road race with 10-inch wheels, like it. So again, based on a later car, H plate. Early type Cooper S wheels on it. Awesome. There we go. Nice little car. None of the bonnet. We've got a 1275 engine. And everything fairly conventional. The only difference is I think this one used to run a Weber and various other bits and pieces, but it's now running an SU. It's got a replacement ignition system on it, so let's talk to the owner and see why he's brought it down. Right, this is Chris. All right, Chris, you brought this car down. Why have you brought it in today?
Swapped the engine a little while ago, never got it running right. As soon as it starts labouring, when it's not revving high, kept misfiring, coughing, spluttering. Driven here from Oxford, battling with the choke and basically 35 mile an hour with a lot of backfire. So.
All right, okay, so yeah, what you're saying is it's not happy. No. And it's not running well. Okay, well let's dig in and see what we can do.
Okay.
So digging into this car, all the plug gaps are right, the coil's correct, it's got a high power coil, so the advance curve's good, so you know, ignition wise this one's looking pretty good. And then we got to the carburetor and that wasn't very happy, so what we've had to do there is fit a replacement carb, so I'll carry them with me. So that was fairly straightforward, and the owner fitted it himself while I was tuning other cars. So now my job is to get that dialed in. As we can already hear, the engine's running quite sweetly, but now we've got to make sure the fueling's right and we can go from there. Okay, so we've got this one all dialed in. So yeah, nothing wrong with the ignition system on this one, and the new carb's working fine. So the BDL needle that was fitted in the carb was almost spot on at part throttle, just a light modification. But I also had to richen up that BDL at the top end of the rev range as well to get a bit more fueling going in. Anyway, carb set up, fast idle's all done. All the pipes are on, so let's send the owner out and see what he thinks. So Chris has been out in his Mini. Right, what's it like, Chris?
Yeah, loads better, massive improvement, no flat spots, no hesitation, behaving itself well in traffic and stuff. Yeah.
So what you're basically saying is it's totally different to how it was when you brought it in?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the drive back.
Excellent, all right, well, thanks for bringing it down today, and apologies that you had to have a new carb, but you can now see why.
Yeah, cheers.
All right, anyway, thanks for bringing it down.
No worries, thanks.
Okay, next car in. We've got another little road racer type car. And under the bonnet, we have yet another 1275. This is an A+ engine. We just need to see what's wrong with this one. And I've already started working through it, and I've got a couple of issues. One of which is the dwell angle is currently just over 30 degrees, so we need to look at the points. In terms of ignition system and coil looks like to be the right one, and obviously it's points ignition, so we'll dive in and have a look there and see if we can adjust that dwell. So when we was looking at the dwell angle reading of 32 degrees, if you look at those points, you can see the problem. The gap, when the dwell angle is small, the points gap is too large, so we need to reduce that gap to get that dwell angle where it needs to be. So just for comparison, that is about the right gap. Okay, after adjustment we've got 52, which is a lot better than 32. So coil charge time's increased now, so we've got more energy to the flux. Okay, so we're on to the carburetor on this one, and first thing I notice is obviously the fueling is a bit lean, but obviously when I lift up the piston, it takes quite a while for it to drop, so we need to modify that to a fast drop type, and then obviously we need to work on the needle. So back at the needle lathe for this one, and it's lean from 3000 RPM upwards, so and then at 5000 it's not too bad. So we're just going to modify the needle, and we're also going to adjust the top end as well, because this is only a standard needle and that's a 1275 with a stage 1 kit. So let's get on to it. Okay, so we got this one dialed in. A little bit of a problem in the end. The condenser went wrong, so I had to obviously adjust. I had to change the condenser to make the engine go, but we got it dialed in. So now we're going to send the owner out in it, and hopefully he's going to enjoy that. Okay, that brings this video to an end. I'd just like to say before I go, a special thanks to Susan's staff who arranged the tuning weekend, allowing those present to enjoy the benefits of having a cheaper tuning price. So just remember that if you want me around, more than one car at a venue saves you money. So if you want to be like the guys in this video and some of the others, then get together, get organised and get booking. Anyway, as ever, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.